Good morning, good people. Welcome to a time zone change Blerd Lines podcast where we have your host, Tired as Hell Captain, Misinformed, Time Zone Makes No Kin, and the Time Traveling Dad Pad Gaming. How are y'all doing this tired morning?
I ventured to 2 a.m. and blinked, and it was 3 a.m.
Mace.
What did Batman say about the abyss? I looked into the abyss, and when it looked back, you blinked. That's
And then it was 3 a.m.
and then it
And
was
then
3
it
a.m.
was 3 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Good morning, good people. We are here today to discuss why we are trying to find a new good time to go live because if we kept a regular time, Perry would have to be up at 6 a.m. and that hurts the body
And the soul.
in the soul, in the mental aspect. But have no fear, their crimson chin is here.
Not the
Hey,
crimson.
very quick, I'm checking the frame. My frame is actually behind my picture.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that did happen.
Computer, computer Rangel 13. Yo to you as well.
Mm.
I don't know who you are or why you were here because we are a bunch of failures after the night we had last night. But welcome anyway.
Yes.
Well,
I'm not included in that group because I guessed every Power Ranger show,
You had every DC one.
and every DC show. I was a champ.
except for Batman the Animated Series.
I couldn't hear it because y'all wouldn't shut up. That doesn't count. I could you heard it. No one else heard it.
I heard it because I'm the real Batman.
This oh,
So,
oh
ladies and gentlemen, for the people that are here, we have team building exercises that consist of us watching WWE, MMA
Right.
fights, and
Disney food.
Disney food, and now recently, guess that guess that theme song from Disney shows, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network. It was a good time, but when we got to R&B and hip hop, it was no match because I destroyed everyone. Well, G was his lady called, and it was an unfair match. I was.
Oh, by the way, that was a complete and total joke. Um, so okay. So can I share that real quick? So me and my wife thought it'd be a funny thing if when I got around my friends, I found an excuse to be like, "Oh, my bitch is calling." So the whole idea was I would say it and then like report to her what the reaction was. So yeah, my wife was my wife. My wife is not my bitch.
That's hilarious.
But you guys' reaction was hilarious. Good job.
That's good. But man, we have a plethora of news for you guys today because last week wasn't here. Everyone took a break. We was able to have G hold it down as he streamed some Destiny Lightfall. But we are here today to update you to let you know that Xbox has not leveled up. They have disappointed you forever.
mm,
Mm,
We got more delays.
mm. Can we delay the delay, please?
Can we delay the delay, please? We have, let's see here. We got some not unfortunate, good Game Pass updates, some Nintendo news, PlayStation outselling everyone once again because why not?
All right, now they're everywhere. You can walk into a Target and get one.
Everywhere, no excuses. Go get one, and so much more. But
so much.
but before we get in it, quick update. How was y'all last week off? Besides G, so Mace, how was your week off last week?
I mean, I was comfortable.
I
AK.
can
I
actually
didn't really
answer
do
that
too
question.
much.
Oh yeah, G. How was your weekend off?
It's been more than a weekend off. Review
Indeed.
season has taken a bit of a delay, so I've been playing a lot of Destiny on the big TV. It's been glorious.
On the big TV.
On the
Yes,
4Kness,
yes.
OLED deliciousness. But where do you guys want to begin today?
Ha, ha,
Mm,
ha. Well, if we're gonna talk about delays, let's start with the failed company and the failed game that's already failing, and we ain't even played it yet. So Microsoft was like, "Hey, listen, Bethesda, we need you to bring out a trailer to let people know the game that we want you to play that we announced 4 years ago. You still can't play yet. The date that we told you, you're not getting that date. You're going to get a different one.
But wait,
Further one.
Bethesda, make sure that this isn't a regular trailer. Make
Right.
sure this is a trailer for the trailer.
Yes. Yes. Don't include any gameplay. We don't want people to see what the F you're doing. We just want you to just tell people you're doing something. That's good enough. We've been doing that for like almost 10 years now. They seem to be used to that mess. Just keep doing that. And that's what you got with Starfield. Congratulations. Now I still don't even for me, I still don't know if I'm gonna call this a Destiny killer, a Destiny competitor, a Destiny anything.
I don't think it's supposed to be. It's
maybe,
just like a.
This is
see,
No Man's Sky.
you think it's not supposed to be. Everyone else that's praying for something to kill Destiny, yes, they're out there. They're on Instagram. It's not Twitter. It's Instagram. Whenever Bungie puts out a trailer for something, or if Halo puts out a trailer for something under the 343, every comment, this is gonna be the one. Destiny, mark your or count your days. Mark your calendar.
Why would a open world space opera take the place of a MMO shooter?
You know they did the same thing for No Man's Sky.
Why?
They said the same thing for No Man's. It doesn't matter, bro. It's in outer space.
Well, to be fair, people didn't know what the hell No Man's Sky was until it came out. And
see, I don't see how I don't see how that was even possible. The E3 that we even saw No Man's Sky for the first time was a guy over here showing us thousands of little bitty planets, and he said, "Hey, David, pick a planet. How about that one over there, sir?" They pick one, zoom into it, and here you go.
Zoom in and enhance.
You zoom in and enhance. You see all of outer space, the planet that you're flying around. There's a space battle, all kinds of BS.
Right.
And everyone in the chat is, "Oh, look, it's the Destiny killer."
But the thing is, people watch that trailer. It was like, cool, we go to a planet. Now, what do we do here? No one asks that question. You know who asked that question? This guy. And then what happened? The game came out. People were like, "Oh, cool. We can go to planets. What do we do here? This is kind of boring."
We explore them and collect items because we're adventurous.
I think people just look, man. Y'all need to just let Destiny be the looter shooter king. Just let it go.
It is. I mean, it's
just let it go. Just let it go. Everything you try to put up against it to compete with it and all this other, it's just let it go. Just give up. But Microsoft, you should just sink the ship in general.
So Rangel says, "Dad, we've been through this before. It's XY. I don't know what's XY, but thank you for your comment." But yeah, no, I don't know what Starfield's doing. We got the trailer of the trailer. They're like, hey, like you said, we're not giving you any gameplay. We're gonna show you that the game was delayed. We know we said November 2 years ago. We said November a year ago. Then we delayed it and said the first half of the year. But now here we are in the first half of the year saying that it's coming out almost in Q4 of the year.
Isn't it? Didn't they say that it's basically going to be released around this Zayana?
Oh gosh. Yeah. Zai, we had a night, bro.
It's
I'm like, it's XY.
But didn't they say they're releasing the
oh god,
the game around Spider-Man?
So Spider-Man right now is rumored for an October-November release, and they are releasing in September.
Okay.
So they
if
think
it doesn't get delayed again,
Microsoft, you think Starfield is gonna? All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's like
you about to,
don't release around Spider-Man because you will be destroyed.
Y'all about to get your feelings hurt.
So this is what I'm gonna say. Even if Spider-Man is a 7 out of 10 game, even if it is a 6 out of 10 game, Spider-Man developed by freaking Insomniac with Miles Morales and Peter Parker and Venom.
And Venom. There you go.
Yeah, like it is going to outsell everything. I don't think Insomniac is going to make a mediocre game, but
I
in
got
the
you.
event that the game is mediocre, yes, it's still going to outsell everything. There's a little hand behind me.
Mhm.
It's asking for Cheerios.
But yeah, so I believe that it's oh snap.
You believe or what?
I'm sorry. I had something that popped up. I believe that Xbox, like Derek has said on numerous occasions, your marketing team and your management is just not there when it comes to your exclusive and games is all. Why would you release a trailer of a trailer talking about a delay on your delayed game? I'm like, bro, that's not needed. You can literally just send out an email or a tweet and people be like, oh, okay, cool. There's no need to market that at this any point. You're wasting your money on marketing where it can be invested in other aspects.
This is part 3 in the last 2 months, in the last 2 or 3 months of even 4 months of F up from Microsoft. Where it really started was when they had the the zoom in and enhance on Phil Spencer's face during the Game Awards when they had nothing to present at the Game Awards.
They just pulled up just to
Part
see everyone else eat.
dude, part 2 was when they did the shadow release of Hi-Fi Rush, which was fine. The game was fine. But then Phil Spencer, that following, like 2 days after, had the interview with IGN to tell them how terrible of a job Microsoft has been doing for the last 2 years of releasing video games. And they apologized.
And it's
Like the
been more than the
president
last
came and
2
told them,
years.
right. It's been longer than that. But they're like, the president of this group just came out and just said, hey, we suck. We're sorry. You guys are right. We suck.
And
Before
Right.
that
hold
was
on.
everybody from Microsoft getting fired of 30,000 employees for whatever random reason. And now,
Hold on, don't
after
forget.
telling everyone, oh, what?
Hold on,
What
you
you
did.
got?
I think you forgot another part.
What's that?
Releasing information about how Game Pass does not increase
Oh, yeah.
game sales.
Oh, yeah. Going back on your word from 2017 or 2016 or whatever, when you told everyone that Game Pass is the future and is going to be great for sales for Xbox.
Hmm.
Now you tell everyone it's a horrible thing. It's not helping anyone at all. It's
Well,
terrible, no good, very
well,
bad.
it's not that it's necessarily a terrible thing. It's a safe thing. So, like, you have to understand being a small developer, maybe you take 5 years to make your game, and maybe it takes you $1 million to develop this game over the last 5 years. What Game Pass is doing is sliding in and saying, "Hey, we know that it took you $1 million to make this game. Bring it to our service. We'll give you 1.25 million, so that you recoup your costs, you make a little bit of profit, and we'll bring the game to Game Pass where people can play it." As a small developer, making your money back with a little bit of scratch on top is a success. That's why they're doing it. So it's not necessarily that the sales are hurting those games, but in the event that you create a game like let's say Stray, for instance. Now Stray had the PlayStation Plus deal, which I'm sure was similar. But with that, if they would have, maybe just didn't take that PlayStation Plus deal and maybe the game just went viral and everybody went crazy about it, I assure you they would have made more money than taking the deal. So it's just one of those things that's kind of a gamble. Do you believe in the game or do you want to take the safe route and get the guaranteed money?
And
Well, it is confirmed by Phil Spencer. Gamble fail. So that's that's what whatever gamble they took didn't work. It hasn't been working. And then the last part, now Starfield, which there is a direct or a showcase or whatever you want to call it for Starfield in the summer. The summertime when everyone's going to be playing all the Heat, the Final Fantasy 16, the Street Fighter 6,
That's all they need
the
right there. Nothing else
that
matters.
dude, that alone, like there's so much heat that's slapping in the summer. You
Mhm.
want us to pay attention to your September release for the game that may come out around the same time as Spider-Man. And Sony hasn't even done the Spider-Man showcase yet. They ain't even, bro, sink the ship.
It's
Sink
it's
the
it's
ship.
I think
it's
this
Starfield,
about to
is
go crazy.
I'm telling you, dude, sink the ship because your rivals Microsoft, your competitors,
and
they're not playing games with you.
They're
this year.
not.
None of them are.
They're
They're
not.
not playing games. Is that pun intended?
That was a good one. I give you that one. I can give you that one. That is a good pass.
I will say the only thing I will say that is the leeway for Microsoft is that right now there are some that are just kind of like when it comes to Nintendo. If you're a diehard fan, the Metroid stuff you're in love with and you're happy about that or whatever.
No.
The Zelda scenario, you're
iffy because you need new hardware.
I was just about to say hardware was what people are waiting for. Some people are just kind of tired of every time a new Switch game comes out, people are all like, man, this will look great on PC. This is gonna look dope on PC. Like, it's just
you need an updated version, and then
you just need that right. At least 1080p something,
and
something.
And I'll say this: when you guys were talking about the how summer is hitting, this is the perfect year or perfect opportunity for all game companies, platforms to be marketing video games because you have so much heat. We are in the next renaissance of video games where so much heat is out there. And I spoke with somebody about this where it's like it's good and bad at the same time. It's good because we have so much heat. It's bad for reviewers because you have no time to really enjoy the game. You got to keep it pushing. Greg, I feel for you.
I will enjoy.
Oh, of course you always come back, but
mind your business.
But at the same time, Microsoft, you shouldn't be dropping the ball in these situations.
At least you can drop. I say a company can drop the ball if they're a company that's already like doing their like.
Insomniac can have a slip up.
Right.
They can have a slip up.
We're already going to move on to like what is Rockstar Games that's doing Suicide Squad, right? Rocksteady. Sorry, I said Rockstar. Yeah, Rocksteady Games is doing Suicide Squad. I'm not jumping to them just yet, but my point being is that what's Jay all day? We appreciate you, Twilight Deacon. Thank you very much for pulling up. Make sure that you share this on your respective social media so that everybody knows we are here once again to roast Microsoft and their bad decisions. So, if you're already a part of a company that's doing good things, or at least your stature to everyone else when you release the game, oh snap, Rocksteady's about to, then you're okay to let people know that transparency with your customers or the consumer is all right. But Microsoft, you've just been bad for a while, and I love how everyone just wants to do whenever you have a showcase. Everyone wants to, the showcase was even IGN. Ooh, the show, it wasn't too bad. We saw some good Forza. I'm really looking forward to what they're gonna do with the Sea of Thieves this time around.
My thing is nobody's even playing Forza anymore. Like, stop it.
And Twilight, it's not about having hate towards Xbox. It's not the thing, because again, I have to say, for my aspect, I'm thankful for Game Pass because I got to play Wulong. I appreciate that. But
did it save you money? I don't know if you're enjoying Wulong.
Yeah, it definitely saved me. It saved me money. It's cool.
Yeah,
you can say that there's hate on Microsoft again, all you like, but it's no different than if you went to Burger King and got the nastiest cheeseburger of your life and you want to let people know not to eat that mess or go through the same thing that you went through. If someone's doing something bad and you voice it, that's not saying you're a hater. That's saying that you're a consumer and you care about the things that you pay for. When you spend money on things that you don't want, or you didn't realize that you didn't want until after you bought it, well, that means that you have the right to review it and let people know why it was bad to you. And that's what I'm going to do. Until the company gets their shit together, I'm going to speak my piece about it.
Are you going to criticize?
Companies thrive off of competition. They thrive off of what the consumer thinks about what it is their product is doing. If you walk into a store and you want a PS5 and they tell you they don't have any PS5s and you won't buy the Xbox Series X instead of it, that says something. Especially when Xboxes are cheaper now. You can get what was the $150 thing? If you sign up for a membership with somebody, you get a Series X for $150.
Verizon.
Verizon. Yes,
I
they're
mean,
giving them away with phone plans now, bro. I'm sorry, Twilight Deacon. Your comment is irrelevant, bro. You go and get hired at Microsoft and then wait until they fire you like they did the 30,000 other people.
Oh my God! So the easiest way to put this is, I'm sure that all of us have watched an MMA fight or two in our lifetimes, and
Who's my 3 here?
it's the easiest way to TKO. They are not intelligently defending themselves.
No.
Put your hands up.
Yeah, and that's what makes it frustrating, because of the fact is, I've had Game Pass for at this point over a year. In the time, and I'll open up. I'll open up the app right now, and in the time that I've had Game Pass, I can tell you without a doubt, there's only one game that I've ever completed from it, which was Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush is wonderful. Probably my favorite single player game of the year thus far. Other than that, there's not anything on it that I've been like. I'm just looking at it like Destiny 2, but I play that on my PlayStation. Monster Hunter Rise, there's a win. Didn't really play it, but yeah. I mean, other than that, Octopath Traveler, which again are all games that you can get on other platforms. But like, look at this. Recently added Guilty Gear Strive. That game has been out on PS5 for 2 years.
Bro. The only good thing an Xbox is good for, and I'm sorry to say this for whoever has an Xbox Series S or X or whatever, the only thing that system is good for is allowing you to cross-play some games with people that have PlayStations when you can't get one.
Damn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Blerd Lines Podcast. We appreciate you, everyone, coming in. Mace No Ken just ended the show. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say.
Please, somebody give me a good reason. I'm still waiting. We've everybody on this channel since the previous any other show we've ever done. Someone tell me a good reason for owning an Xbox, please.
So I will say this.
This is not me talking shit.
This is what I've seen in groups that discuss this. It is opportunities for people to try games that they're wary about, where it's an opportunity where it could be pass or fail. Good example, Forspoken. That was on Game Pass. People can be like, oh, I didn't waste $70 on it. I'm not here to diss Forspoken. No, I'm just telling you what I've seen. And that's a lot of the mindset of what people will give you when it comes to Xbox Game Pass. Was like, it's an opportunity for me to save $70. But in return, if it's a great game, you're not going to spend that money to help that developer or that company to develop more projects. So for me, at least, I don't mind spending money on companies and games that I'm like, oh, okay, it could be a hit or miss. But guess what? I judge for my money. And it forces me, if I spend money, I have to try something out because I put the time, I put the investment in. I want to see what I get out of return. With spending, what is it, like $14.99 on Game Pass? It's a meh. I might go back. I might check it out. I've tried out, like Greg said, Monster Hunter Rise and Wulong, but that's it. The only game that's been there that I've been investment into, and I'm going to see his reaction, is Persona 4 Golden.
Hey, I just wanted to be sure. If you don't have, because I don't own that thing. If you don't have internet, what happens with the games?
If it's downloaded, you can still play it.
Yeah, I think there is like a thing, like if you've been disconnected from the internet for so long, you have to like log in to like verify, like you have an account.
So then, otherwise, the games are locked and you can't play them
if you don't verify. But if you're not on the internet still, but they're downloaded onto your system, you still have access to them.
Yeah, I forget what the rule is, but I think there's like a 7-day check-in or 10-day check-in or some shit like that.
I'm not for sure.
So congratulations, everybody. The captain has given you one more reason why you should have an Xbox temporarily.
Yeah,
because again, if you don't have the membership, then none of this is relevant.
I mean, but it's a toss-up now because really the biggest difference is, I mean, PlayStation has the PlayStation Extra tier that has like 100-something games in it that you can play, and Premium that adds in PS3, PS2, PS1 classics.
And they've been slowly
thank you, Jay.
catching up.
Yeah, they've been catching up. Yeah, we just got Legend of Dragoon, we just got Wild Arms 2, we've got Siphon Filter 1, 2, and 3. We've got Horizon Forbidden West on the extra tier. I mean,
And
it's
is that
coming
rumor
together.
true? Really quick, is that rumor true, gentlemen? Is that the
What rumor?
Legend of the Dragoon remake? Is that a thing? Because I've been seeing that everywhere. I didn't know if that
It's
was a real.
so there has been no type of confirmation or
Okay,
hints
all
towards
right.
remake, but
Excuse
there
me.
is the PS5 port of the PS1 version is available now. So
Okay.
that's why Legend of Dragoon has been so popular lately.
Mhm.
Now, because we're on delays and because we don't want to delay our days today, we're gonna move forward.
Bars.
You guys know who Jason Schreier is?
Yeesh.
Okay. So Jason Schreier is like one of the last real life video game journalists alive. He's not your typical IGN guy that sits at a desk and waits for said company to report to him or report to IGN and then IGN to give him clearance to report. No, Jason Schreier worked at Kotaku. He went over to Bloomberg of all places, and is the type of guy who seeks out journalism. He'll call the places, he'll ask the questions, he'll piss people off. Why does this matter? Because Jason Schreier comes out this week that says that Suicide Squad, equivalent to Justice League, is delayed. Now, not only is he saying it's delayed, he's saying that there is a potential that after the middling reception that fans gave the game, it is potentially indefinitely delayed.
Yeah, I
Um,
did see that, man.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Now, as we talk about Suicide Squad, I remember we watched the live reaction at the PlayStation State of Play, and we were a mixed bag of this looks cool, just doesn't look cool. Oh, King Shark is flying. Why is he flying? Oh, King Shark is like the Hulk here. Why is he shooting? Oh, Boomerang is shooting. Why isn't he using his boomerang? Oh, he can kind of fly too by teleporting, so on and so forth.
Probably playing the Spider-Man.
Yeah, Harley is Spider-Man, and then the only character that made full on sense was Deadshot, who shoots things like everyone else with a jetpack, which kind of works for him. Um, and now the game is potentially indefinitely delayed. How do you guys feel about that?
It's you go first, yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, Suicide Squad wasn't a day one purchase. So
It should have been.
um there's so much other games that I'm more interested in, but that's here nor there. I will have to say it's unfortunate for the people who are invested into that game, like who's seen it at first and was really excited from the trailers that they saw, especially with the voice actor of Batman. I know a lot of people were like super excited to hear, like, oh, I'm buying this game day one, strictly for him. But to see like gameplay dwindle, the investment take on that hurts because it's like Rocksteady, Playboy. Your track record does not show that you should be producing something like this.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Anthem with Harley Quinn.
Damn.
Y'all gotta look, man.
Y'all been dropping bars today, and I can end the show after each bar.
I personally, so it hurts more to talk bad about Anthem than it does Microsoft for me. But that said, I think the only reason people were most excited about this game was because they said it was Kevin Conroy's last work back at the Game Awards when they showed that trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That was when everyone was really like, okay, we gotta have this game. But the part that makes it most unfortunate, not only do we, may not get to play that game, but DC this summer, at least we have Shazam next week, the movie. And then 2 months after that is The Flash. So when the game was
those
coming
movies are
out,
coming out 2 weeks away from each other.
no, that's why I said 2 months. 2 months after.
Okay. I thought you said weeks. I'm like, oh god.
No. So the game was supposed to be out in the summer, around the time of the Flash movie. And now we don't get that. We're not gonna have that because it's supposed to be Shazam, Suicide Squad game, the Flash movie, then later in the year was the Aquaman film. That's how this was all supposed to go for DC. And now we're losing stuff.
Yep.
And I feel like that's really unfortunate since DC is right now reworking their brand and really trying to build stuff back up. And I think after what happened with Gotham Knights, this is a really big blow to like just DC in general, not like not that company specifically. I mean, maybe it's gonna be bad for them, but I really feel like it's just bad for DC in general. That really sucks. Really sucks. So
gotta wait.
But what can we do about that besides just hope things can change?
I mean,
We're not the devs.
I don't know. I just think the biggest thing that hurts is the fact that Rocksteady constantly goes out of its way to son and little brother WP Montreal by saying, "Oh, well, the Arkham Origins is not part of the Arkhamverse. It's like an extension. It's not part of it. Oh, Gotham Knights is not a part of it. We are doing something over here. Suicide Squad is placed within the Arkhamverse. This is the next game that's part of what we did with Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. This is it." And then we get it, and it's what it looks like, and we've been waiting for it. So I don't know.
So yeah, but Twilight at the same time, we've criticized Nintendo because of hardware, the aspect of software that they're trying to push on a dated piece of machinery. We've criticized Sony, but they fix their mistakes with everything else.
Even with mistakes, even if we did or didn't criticize them, the way the console war, if that's what was happening, whatever it is, the way this works is the company that's showing the results ultimately are the ones that are correct. Microsoft hasn't shown results for almost 10 years. 10 years.
That is the reason why. Talk about the sales of their consoles anymore.
Yeah, no one even says they're last place this or first place that. It's just irrelevant because everyone knows where Microsoft is now. People just know. And people aren't walking into stores to buy their product for a reason. That's the point that I'm trying to make, Twilight. Why are people not buying Xboxes? When we figure this out, we can tell Microsoft. And when Microsoft figures this out, they'll do great things like Hi-Fi Rush again. And then everyone's going to be happy. And then PlayStation will have to work harder because their competitor is working harder. And Nintendo will be like, well, we can't have everybody beating us out. We're going to make a brand new console. Everybody wins when Microsoft gets their shit together. That's how this works. That's literally how the industry works.
Yeah.
You got to accept that.
Rocksteady has good graces. I think that the game will be great if they take out the Battle Pass. I don't think the Battle Pass is the first problem with that game. The thing that you have to realize whenever you talk about a superhero game, the best way that you do anything in the superhero realm, unless it's a create your own superhero and go wild, you can't have a loot grind for superhero games. Why? Because they're fucking superheroes. They already start out strong. If you want to build and make a superhero stronger, you give them a new gadget. It's the same thing. It's why the Arkham series was great. It's why the Batman games were great. It's why what other superhero games did that? There's a couple more. Like even why the campaign, at least within the Avengers game, was great. Why the campaign in what's that game? Guardians of the Galaxy was great. Is because they didn't say, oh, here, you're a superhero with superpowers and you have all these superpowers already, but you know what you need? You need a stronger gun every 5 minutes. Like, no, we don't need that in superhero games. Like, keep that shit in Destiny, keep that shit in Borderlands. There are games out there that are wonderful and work for a loot grind. The superhero genre should not be one of them.
I also feel like it was unfortunate when they showed that game during the state of play, because the rest of us, everybody's brains were just fried off of the Street Fighter 6 and the Resident Evil 4. Like, I don't know, man. I think the Suicide Squad at the end, it was up against some stuff it might not have been able to stand up to. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
and granted, I'm still gonna play Suicide Squad. I'm hoping it's good because Batman is my first love in the world of superheroes. So by proxy, I adore, especially Harley Quinn because she came from the Batman animated series. That's where I cut my teeth as a young child, as a nerd. But nonetheless, it's delayed potentially, and beyond that, potentially delayed indefinitely because they know that there's problems there. Um, Speaking of other things that we don't know much about because we've only gotten a couple rumblings, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 has been announced.
no, let's get excited, everybody. Listen, we gonna I don't want to say no names. I'm not saying no names. But we gonna be in the dojo.
No, I'm
The
saying snakes.
lab,
Ben.
no, look, we can't just say big because you did it too.
And what?
Oh yeah.
And what?
Oh yeah. And Dragon Ball, boy.
Dragon Ball Fighters?
No.
So
Tenkaichi? No, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I didn't say.
You didn't.
No. I was
in the lab.
No. Hell no. I said I'm happy for everyone is excited for it, but I have Street Fighter 6. Dragon Ball Fighters has rollback net code. I can show. I have the status. I'll tag you in it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me get the chopsticks of judgment. I trust you on that statement. But all the cornballs that were in your comment section on Facebook, all them cornball, all your little buddies, they deserve the chopsticks of judgment. Okay, all right. Oh, because they're going in the lab. We're gonna beat everybody's ass. We're gonna do the clash battle. First, there's no reason to not be excited for this game. Yeah. I want to make sure people understand that it's gonna be fun. It's going to be amazing. I'm glad it's coming back. We should be more happy than the Naruto people. But that said,
bars.
That said, it's Greg's gonna say it, and I don't want to be the one to say this because I don't want the community to beat my ass. I don't want that. And more than that, I still feel like because there's health bars, right? It's somewhat kind of maybe still a little bit if you squint your eyes in a certain way. It's an arena fighter, but it's not gonna be what you guys think it's gonna be, and I don't think it's gonna last longer than 2 months.
Nostalgia.
I tell you that.
Oh, Twilight, your optimism is showing, sir.
What did he say?
He said
that the Naruto game is going to be great too.
No, it's not because
it's the same game. They just added 2 characters to it. And they're like bundling the entire.
That's it. That's
literally. I would have
preferred
they just called it Naruto DLC. I would have just preferred they just said Ultimate
That's
Ninja
exactly
Storm.
what it is.
Yeah. So, because this is my thing, for a game like that, you don't start it by marketing. Hey, we're doing the Naruto and Sasuke fight again when they were kids, and we've got Kaguya's kids here as well. Come buy this game. Like, it literally didn't show us anything but 2 new characters and the fact that they are retreading the original Naruto story, probably up through the end of Shippuden, which is fine. It's the same game. It's probably going to control the same. It's probably not going to do anything special.
If this thing is more than $25, it's a ripoff.
If it's I think it's going to be considered a separate SKU. I think it's going to be considered an actual game, and I can see the PS5 version being $60.
They better. I'll break my chopsticks of judgment. You better not.
I'm not buying it. I'm not doing it. No, I'm over it. So
who would pay that?
People.
Oh God.
Fans of the series, and I get that, but people need to realize this is a DLC. This is just added content. It's not a new game like Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4. That's not the same thing.
I've got Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm loaded up on my PS5, and if I cannot literally, when this game comes out, spend $25, maybe 30 at the max and just add to Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 and change like what they do for Destiny. Just put it's an expansion, okay? This is not a game.
It's an expansion.
This is not a game. I need people. Hello, can you agree? This is not a game.
Look, this is what I'm going to say, because you're talking about things that are not things. Okay,
it's
Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4 is not a fighting game.
Damn.
Okay. Let me make this clear, because I'm gonna bring this up. I could have just sent you the picture so that you could just put it in frame. But you guys see that? It's a little blurry, but it's the meme of Andy where he's dropping Woody because he now wants to play with his new toy, Buzz Lightyear. Why is this relevant, you say? Because someone decided to edit this picture of I don't want to play with you anymore. And over Woody, they put Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
They did.
Dragon Ball Legends. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2. Dragon Ball The Breakers.
The Breakers. That should be at the top.
Yes, absolutely. And Dragon Ball Fighters. Where Andy now wants to play with Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4. Let me explain this and make this extremely clear to you.
He's about to dance.
If you put Dragon Ball Fighters in the same category as all those random wonky ass what if fighting game, fighting arena, anime, RPGs, if you put those in the same category, Andy, okay, and then you choose Tenkaichi 4 over Dragon Ball Fighters, okay, first and foremost, you have the right to your opinion, okay?
You do.
But you comparing Tenkaichi 4 with the likes of Dragon Ball Fighters means that, Andy, you don't know shit about boxing.
Not shit.
Not
okay. They're not the same. Anime arena fighters are a completely different thing than fighting games. They 100%. Are. You know, just because you shoot people in Uncharted does not mean that Uncharted is now considered a first-person shooter.
Okay? Just because you put hands on people in Sifu does not make it a goddamn fighting game.
I was waiting for the Sifu.
Right. Just because Destiny allows Guardians to dance via emotes does not mean it is a rhythm game. It does not work that way. You can fight people in a game and it not be considered a fighting game. Okay? It's so like let's stop the madness. Dragon Ball Fighters is not the same thing. If Dragon Ball Fighters and Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4 released on the same day, there are people that know better that would buy both, and you would have a bunch of dumbasses that are going to make decisions on which one of those games they're going to buy because they don't know any better.
Exactly.
Don't be the latter.
Please don't. Please don't.
Next up, the Mario Bros. Trailer. Everybody see the trailer?
I saw.
I peeped.
I'm still more excited for Sonic 3, but that's because I'm a Shadow fan. But please continue.
Yeah.
My kids are gonna like it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun movie. I'm still not sold on Chris Pratt as Mario.
His voice,
but I guess
it's not it for me. But I
a little bit more of him. I'm okay with it, I guess. I don't love it, but whatever. But it looks fun. Like I'm loving the Mario Kart sequence.
That's cool. I mean, there's that thing.
This is one of those films where it's like I'm more excited trailers for it aren't doing it to me. I think I just need to see it. I think this is just one of those things where I just have to see it. The voices don't really do it for me, but I mean, okay, let me take that back. Whoever's Bowser is perfect. You do that.
You know what? You know what? And I hate to say this because I hate that guy, but it's Jack Black. Jack Black is Bowser.
Yeah, he's
brilliant. Killing it.
Stay there. Yes, brilliant. Perfect.
It's the first time I've ever liked Jack Black in my life. Ever.
Man, you tripping, bro. Jack Black is
his eyebrows are stupid and they make me want to punch him in his face.
Bro, you crazy. The school of a ride. You wow.
Every time I saw that movie, it annoyed me.
Damn.
I don't know what it is. Like I couldn't be friends with Jack Black. Like something about him annoys me. He annoys me, then I instantly want to punch him in the shit. The end. I know it's not logical.
I
But
was
it's like
about to
it's
get up.
I know, but it's like it's kind of like I can
Love-
fully admit, like my feelings toward One Piece are partially irrational. I
Oh boy.
understand it. My hatred towards Ed, Ed and Eddie is partially irrational.
Well,
I
you have
completely
hatred for
understand.
that too?
I can't do the squiggly lines. It's an ugly show.
He's
It's
said
ugly.
this on multiple occasions. He said this
I
on
don't know.
multiple.
Listen,
I'm a broken
Greg is a
person.
man.
Yeah.
Greg is a man of you. Hey man, where's his tea and pinky out? Where's the okay? You
I've got some
can't
water.
let him.
So let me explain to you something, okay? Like I've always thought outside of the box, okay? So
Yeah.
Derek, you and I, we are more or less somewhere within the same age bracket. So as a kid, I used to watch Power Rangers, right?
Okay.
And when you're watching Power Rangers, you got 5 Power Rangers, sometimes 6 Power Rangers. There's one monster. What happens? The Power Rangers, they gangbang this guy, they beat him up. He gets mad, he turns into a giant. Now I'm gonna fuck shit up, right? Hold on, Kai. So what happens then? The Power Rangers are like, oh my god, he's giant, he's fucking shit up. What are we gonna do, right? So what do? They call their Zords, right? And then they merge together their 5, sometimes 6 dinosaurs into one robot and have a one-on-one fair fight where they always struggle to win, right? I was always the kid like, why don't you guys just remain as 5, sometimes 6 dinosaurs and just gangbang this guy again? Why make it a fair fight?
Because the
So
dinosaurs may not be strong individually enough to beat up on the
they're
big
not
monster.
individual, there's 6 of them. Are you gonna beat up 6 T-Rexes? No. Are you gonna beat up 5 T-Rexes and a flying turret that is a pterodactyl? No. Like that's the way my brain has always worked as a kid. So
Okay.
when I seen shit like Ed and Eddie with squiggly lines, when I saw things like For Kids, One Piece with like
Understandable.
solid animation but just ugly looking characters, I'm like, oh god, no, this doesn't make sense in my brain. So I can't help it. Yeah, those shows look weird to me, and I want to punch Jack Black in his face. But he's doing great at Bowser.
Act Black and School of Rock was awesome.
Bro.
And I wanted to punch him in the face there too. The eyebrows were doing that thing.
Oh God.
You know, and then he
He
smiles
does
and he does
purposely
that.
do the eyebrow thing, yes.
Yeah, I can't. I can't.
But I
So
like
I'm
that
sorry.
one.
Right. But moving on, what do you think, Nick, about the movie trailer?
That's deep.
I mean, I watched it with my kids. They're excited to
Right.
see it. I have no investment into it. I'm just gonna take my kids to go see it and then keep it pushing because it's not Creed 3.
Stop.
Oh God, here you
We
go.
don't. We'll be here all day. Stop. All I'm gonna say is go see it and shut the f up. That's it. That's it. If you like anime and you like and y'all want to sit it, I'm boxing this year. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna go see Creed 3. Get that inspiration. Go do it, and then shut the f up. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. That's it.
I still gotta get around to Creed 3. Yes. So we're good. So Mario's out. Nick has 2 speeds when it comes to movies. Good movie, bad movie. He doesn't care about fun movies or interesting movies
No.
or intriguing movies.
No. I have to say the menu was very intriguing to me. It's thrillers and things of that nature. Because I'm cinematography is something huge with me, and I have for me to really talk about a movie, the aesthetics of the movie have to be appealing.
Have you seen Everywhere, Everything, All at Once yet?
Yes, it's literally one of my top 5 movies of all time.
Good
It
job.
was cinematically flawless, in my
Good job.
opinion. Like, easily one of the greatest movies of all time. Yeah. Like another one of my favorite movies is Gangs in New York with Leo. Love that movie.
Although
Love.
you have to plan to watch that movie for an entire day.
Yeah, absolutely. But that movie is great. But yeah, it just depends on what it is. But when it's like now, because you gotta, for me to really sit down and be like, oh, this movie was fire. Outside of that, yeah, it's good or bad.
I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know if we're just growing up and the Mario, like the Mario hype and stuff like that would normally slap us like that. Maybe we are just too adult for it, but
It looks fun.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
cool.
It looks for it's
I'm
for
not
the
saying
kids.
it's gonna be bad. Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, for my babies. Yeah, I'm excited. But at the same time, G, like, because you brought up a good point. Because I'm thinking about it because I'm a huge fan of animation movies. I believe there should be more of them and not too many live action. So like, yeah, I agree. It's gonna be a fun movie. I love the artistic value that it's bringing. It looks very smooth. I love when the colors pop as way as it's
Right. It's
supposed to be.
Mario in 4K, something Nintendo will never give us.
That is another piece of bars. I'm tired of y'all dropping this heat today. God damn.
Beat boop.
But yeah. Let me take my babies. We're gonna have fun.
But I'm not a rapper.
But I'm not a rapper.
Mhm. So, speaking of people not being rappers, you know who's not a rapper?
One Piece 4 Kids intro.
Oh gosh, no, that wasn't even a rap. Okay, I heard that for the first time last night, y'all. It didn't rhyme. Okay,
I'm so
one of
mad
the,
at
one of
Gunner.
the first rules is it has to rhyme. Okay,
Chopper's doctoring. Okay.
Sanji's cooking.
Sanji's cooking that what they say?
I don't know. It was so bad.
bunch of
Sanji's
stuff to get
cooking
on.
that something thing.
And
Usopp's lying. Chopper's doctoring. Turn it off. Turn it off.
gotta go.
And Gunner said she
Kyle.
liked it. I was so mad. She said
But
it was
Lady
lit.
Gunner is too optimistic for her own good.
Oh,
When she saw the
man.
first, when
What's
she
up,
saw the
T-Will?
trailer and realized that Suicide Squad was about killing the Justice League, she said, "What?
Oh yeah, she
Why are
started to
we
get
killing
mad
the
as hell.
Justice
Right.
League? It's
Yeah.
stupid." Like, you know, Lady Gunner, we love her, but she's the person who believes in all the idealistic foolishness that main characters in anime usually believe in. Unless you're Eren Yeager, and you get fucked up and you get really depressed. Yeah.
Please don't get me
Attack on
started.
Oh, yeah.
Titan.
Speaking of
Please.
depression, though, Forspoken has underperformed. Square Enix has come out on the record to say that it has underperformed.
There you
Says
go.
that it is actually disappointed in the game, and the studio Luminous Studio has actually been merged back into the larger studio of Square Enix.
They
So
said, bring your
essentially,
asses
they've
back
been-
home.
Exactly, they've essentially been dissolved and brought back home to Mama's
There you
house.
go, Deacon. Something bad with Sony ish.
Yeah.
Kinda.
But see, that
Okay.
bothers me so much. So when you try, like, I get it, it underperformed. But everyone online just bashing this game was like, be damned if you want to be a new IP and idea. Be damned to try to push something new. I be damned. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Let me get on my soapbox for a minute here, okay?
Do I need my tiny violin?
No, maybe the megaphone, okay? Because
Okay.
the people in the back need to hear this shit. I'm gonna adjust my mic. So this is my issue, okay? People played Atomic Hearts, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And some people enjoy that game. I think
Mhm.
Atomic Hearts is shit, okay? The main character is a dirtbag. He's clear to be a dirtbag. He has a chip on his shoulder the entire time. There's no reason why. He gives Duke Nukem vibes if Duke Nukem was Duke Nukem in 2023 without any adjustments to make him 2023. He's a dick who seems like he wants to be funny, who they want you to say, yeah, these angsty teens love this guy. The way that this script plays out is like if you got a bunch of people from the year 2000 to write a video game based on what they think video games are. And then they shove it out there for teenagers to like. And what you get this weird fucking, like, I'm building bombs in my mom's basement of a main character in Atomic Hearts. And then what do? They put you in there with that main character. And then they say, all right, here, go explore, kill robots. But before you kill robots, there's a door here. You've got to get 5 keys to unlock this door. And then they keep doing that to you. It's a fucking mess. I can't stand that game. But
Or
on the
sexy
other end, you
robots.
have Forspoken, right? Forspoken, which I actually played to near completion. I got to the final chapter and then start reviewing other shit. Forspoken has some cool things going on with it. It does have genuinely good gameplay, though the story leaves some things to be desired. The world is interesting, but again, the story absolutely positively leaves things to be desired. Um, Frey, a character who is a little snippy, which we are explained because she's from New York. She's a street rat from New York. And
street rat.
I know, right? And she is a orphan caught up in the system and has no friends, has no family. We can kind of understand why when she gets isekai, she's like, I don't want to deal with this shit. I'm going back to New York. They build that up. But for some reason, Frey is disliked. She talks too much, though I thought the banter between Cuff and Frey was actually pretty fun. But somehow we get the same thing out of this gruffy white guy from Russia, and everybody's okay with it. Everyone said, hey, let's give this game a try, but nobody wanted to give Forspoken a try.
That bugged the fuck out
Shit
of
like
me.
that grinds my fucking gears.
Bro,
Because,
agreed.
like, don't get me wrong, Forspoken is absolutely a strong 7 out of 10 title. Is it going to set the world ablaze? No. But to get a Forspoken 2 to reiterate and fix some of the things that it did wrong and make a cohesive story could have been a solid 9 out of 10 game. It could have been a wonderful experience and great for all of these black women that say, hey, games aren't for us. And then they see a protagonist that is black, that is not a custom avatar. But I digress. Because people are trying Atomic Hearts and it's a fucking middling ass game. Okay?
Bars.
But I digress. Play what the fuck you want to play.
Be happy. But
Are we done with Forspoken?
Yeah, my last thing is like, yeah, underperformed, but again, if people are tired of hearing, well, there's nothing new out there. There's no one pushing the envelope. There's no new IPs. There's no more this. Why are they only doing remakes? Well, when you guys have new IPs out there that try to do something, you just throw it in the trash and shit on it. Which I'm like, all right, I guess, sure. But it is what it is. I'm ready for the next topic. Anything you have to say, Mason?
It was okay.
Yeah, it was completely okay.
I literally it was okay. I played that demo, and when they released the demo and I played it, and I was like, I'm probably not gonna.
And that's perfectly fine. It's not for if it's not for
it's
you.
not for everybody, right?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine, man. But just a shilling because the dialogue was cringe. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up.
I think the game was beautiful.
Yeah, it looked great.
I think it looked good. Just I didn't care for whatever the story was that it was. I just didn't.
Yeah,
it didn't hit me. But then, I'm the type of person where you ain't really gotta have story to hit me. You gotta. I don't really buy a lot of single player games like that anymore, anyway, unless it's Devil May Cry. Then it's on. I don't care. I'll just
wait. Did you say Devil May Cry?
Absolutely.
What if I told you could play Devil May Cry as Ifrit?
Huh? Tell me more.
Tell you more?
Yes.
Okay. So, this summer, there's a game coming out, right? It's the final game of its variety. If you will, you could say that it is a final fantasy, okay? That final fantasy of the 16th variety shall release this June. It is actually a game that is helmed by the combat director known for such classics like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Devil May Cry. And in this game, they have taken the classic title of Final Fantasy and they have converted it to a live action JRPG where you get to play in the style of Devil May Cry as Ifrit.
Okay, let me. Yes. Are we still? Yes. Are we here? Yes. Is it Final Fantasy time?
Yes, we here.
Okay, so one, Devil May Cry, right? 2, Asura's Wrath, only because of the what do they call it when is it quick time action or whatever like that? Quick time event. Final Fantasy 14. If you pay it, if you've played Final Fantasy 14, it has the you will see when he was doing some of the actions or when he was fighting, there are these little patterns that were on the ground. You had to move out of the way before those patterns went off. It was basically like a trap, like you're standing here. If you don't move before this thing goes off, you explode or you lose health or there's the floor is poison, whatever like that. This game is a mix of literally 3 of my favorite video games. Okay? Final Fantasy 14, Devil May Cry, Assurance. I don't know what else to ask for. The voice acting, that tech. So for people that don't know, there was a tech demo that was released for Final Fantasy 16. Okay, this tech demo, the quality is not that good. You're not gonna find a true 4K version of it. Even a lot of places are taking it down. Square Enix is kind of like, I'm not even sure we wanted people to even see that. They weren't like sending threats out to people's YouTube channels or nothing, but a lot of people are taking it down. If you happen to find it and you find it in like a 720, that's probably about as good as you're going to get it as far as quality. But this looked so amazing just for those 2 fights. That was a 45-minute video of action, bro. And the summons, this ain't just like your normal, like, put your hand in the air, I call Ifrit, I call Shiva, I call Quetzalcoatl.
Yes.
No, bro, this is
Ifrit
you turn
is
into
Devil Trigger.
Oh my God, he's Devil Trigger.
Yeah.
And everyone else, he's fighting. Anyone else that does a summon, it's Devil Trigger. His little teammate or his comrade or whatever turned into some type of. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 16 is looking so hot. Hot. Again. Starfield's whatever thing that they're doing this summer, again, you're going to see that. Compared to Final Fantasy, I'm telling you, dude, the competition is going to be ugly after May. Wait, when is Zelda?
I think Zelda is May.
Zelda's May? Okay. Microsoft, you got till April.
So yeah, so our next major releases, we've got Dead Island 2 April 21st, Star Wars on April 28th, and then Legend of Zelda on May 12th.
Wait, the saber, the new Star. Oh God.
Yes, Jedi Survivor comes out on April 28th.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, of course we've got Resident Evil, which comes out on the 24th, but we know that one is coming.
Yeah, and again, like shout out to Max, man. Max has sold me on that game over and over and over again.
On Resident Evil?
Yeah, I never played 4.
You never
played 4?
Hey,
no, I never played 4.
I ain't even mad at you. And
You've
the only reason I'm gonna
played...
say I'm not. Yeah. No, don't be surprised.
Huh?
I've told you. A lot of people are sick and tired of that zombie shit.
Even growing up, I wasn't too big into Resident Evil like that. So that's me. But like I played Resident Evil 2 remake. I loved it. I thought it was great. But yeah, I never played 4. I never played 4. And I heard it was the best one. One of the best ones out there.
So let me be honest with you. Resident Evil 4 is a solid game. It's a fun game. Mm-hmm. The story doesn't make any sense. It's loopy and wonky as shit. The thing that Resident Evil 4 is known for is at the time that it came out, the graphics were unparalleled. It even makes Square Enix games look like PS1 games. And then the other thing is, while it was not the inventor, it absolutely revolutionized third-person shooters because it basically took the remnants left behind of other games and really made the over-the-person shooting style for third-person shooters the way to play games. Before that, there was always like the weird like wide camera angle and like lock-on system kind of thing. So Resident Evil 4 really shepherded in the over-the-shoulder aiming system, and that's why that game got so big. It's because up until that point, there was never a game where you could be third person and aim as cleanly as you did. So I mean, it deserves those accolades, but I think people blow it out of proportion when they're like, "Oh, it's one of the greatest games ever made." I don't think that's the case.
Resident Evil 4, I'm sure will do okay for those that are fans of Resident Evil. Having a remake is good. And there are some things that they've done different for this remake that make it a little bit more fun. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm wildly excited for it. I downloaded the demo, but like I said, when I say I'm tired of zombie shit, I mean it. Like Xbox 360 era is where I felt like zombies should have been left behind. I mean that. I mean that mess. After what's it called?
After Glenn died, they should have just
After
left it
Glenn
alone.
died, bro. When Walking Dead was finished, zombies were finished for me.
Walking Dead still isn't finished though. I think
Needs
it's in
to
its final
be.
season.
Needs
But,
to be
They got
finished.
they
I'm
have a whole
just done.
spinoff coming.
Just done. I want a new era.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's samurai, robots. I don't care, dude. But I'm done with zombies. I'm done.
Yeah.
So
The cordyceps are fine.
Oh no.
Yes. No. Give us more cordyceps, but take away the zombies, please.
Bro. But yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is going to be amazing. There's not too much that we can still talk on because we still don't have too much to talk about because they haven't given us anything outside of, they didn't even give us that. That wasn't, we weren't supposed to see that. So congratulations if you've seen it. Again, 45 minutes of greatness.
I was so confused when Max dropped that. I'm like, wait, nobody has this preview. What is this?
Even he was like, is there a way to find this in better quality? He's watching that muffin 320. Okay.
Yeah, I was watching that shit on a potato.
Yes.
But watching it nonetheless.
So, we got what we could get. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm extremely happy for that. We've gone through everything besides no, we went through everything. We said that Dragon Ball FighterZ is not a fighting game.
No,
Tenkaichi is not a fighting game.
Tenkaichi, sorry. I'm sorry. Because I love Dragon Ball FighterZ.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You're a Street Fighter 6 fan.
But it's still a fun fighting game nonetheless.
No, yeah.
Until Robot Netcode, then it's going to be competitive again. Until then, it is unplayable.
The only unfortunate thing about that, I'm glad that they add rollback netcode to these games, but in my opinion, it's too late.
Yeah.
I understand what Street Fighter V did when they did really bad at the beginning to what it is now, but I don't think everyone can do that. I think Street Fighter only pulled that off because of its legacy, the name Street Fighter. Otherwise, I don't think a lot of people would have even accepted
Fighters. Last time I think me and G tried to play, man, it was
bad.
It was ugh.
Yeah, so, I think the only way that Dragon Ball FighterZ makes a full comeback is if you do like a Dragon Ball FighterZ collection or something, kind of like they do arcade mode for Street Fighter. And we get all the original DLC characters added in under one package, and then they announce like a new pack of like 6 fighters. Mm-hmm. Then people will go out, they'll buy the expansion, or they'll buy a new version of the game, and they'll await those new characters. And in the meantime, you've got rollback netcode, and that would be great. But it's probably not going to happen that way. They're probably just going to release a patch for the release it as a PS5 version and just keep it scooting along. So it is what it is.
And ladies and gentlemen,
go play fighters, not anime fighters.
Are you gonna say that's your recommendation?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's facts of life.
I wish they had the more sound.
Bro, with the star.
With the star.
That'd be perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the point of the podcast where we recommend to you things that you should do. It used to be just nerd stuff, but now it's anything.
Yes.
Dad Pat goes first.
Okay.
So he has nothing to say.
Is this thing on?
It's on.
Oh, it's on.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to recommend, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to recommend you get on Twitter, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to recommend that if you don't have a Twitter, you create a Twitter and you get on the Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to request that you tweet at Nintendo of America, at Nintendo of Japan, and at anybody at Nintendo that will listen. Okay? And what I'm going to say up front is going to be very wild, okay? I'm going to need you to request 2 things. I didn't forget to put your Nintendo Switch on the charger, son. I'm busy, okay? Put it on the charger in a second. But I need you to do 2 things, okay? The first thing I'm going to recommend is that you tweet at Nintendo and you tell them to delay Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, okay?
Okay.
Why? That's anarchist. Why would you do that? That's video game blasphemy. Why? Because the second thing that I need you to do is I need you to get this right here. Do you see this? Okay. I need you to tell them that we need a new Switch for that new Zelda. Otherwise, we are wasting a perfectly good classic.
He threw it.
Okay. Okay. Who's next?
I'll take it. My recommendation for this week is that you tune in later this week, Friday, the 17th, 9 p.m. for Guard Impact Round 2, where we take the best that Indianapolis has, coming from all over in the Midwest of ass whoop, and we compete in Tekken 7 with my guest, host, Joe the God Hand, brought to you by the Gun of Ladies and Blerd Lines Media. Be there.
Or be square.
No, not even square. That's being nice. Be nobody.
Failure.
Oh my God, the Pokemon rap is playing in the background.
No, don't do it. No, we are okay. We don't.
Pokemon rap wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
It didn't rhyme.
It did rhyme. It did not rhyme.
But you can't get mad at who gotta catch them all.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's the ending part that was good. That's what exactly.
The rest of it,
whoever that guy was.
The rest of it was just hypnotizing all of our stupid young minds by making us remember the first 150 Pokemon.
Indeed.
You know, it wasn't no snake eater.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't you do that. I will open up that damn thing and we will end on that song.
You know what?
We will end on that damn song.
I don't know why we don't have that.
We will end on that damn song.
There's a rumor that there's a Chinese developer by the name of Team Virtuous is actually remaking Snake Eater as we speak, and that Konami actually did confirm they're having an E3 press conference, and it's expected that the remake of Snake Eater is supposed to be revealed there. It's been a rumor that's a Metal Gear remake for years now. Okay, if that game is remade and that theme is not in the game,
automatic fail.
I riot. Okay,
agreed.
You will never see hate come off of this man the way that it will come off of me if that game is missing that song.
Do you
Perry,
think there's like a specific rights?
I don't care.
Specific rights to
You punch the lawyer. You put the song on the game. Okay. Done.
What makes
Perry give recommendations? We're not talking about it anymore.
I mean, my recommendation is just what happened? Oh, this has nothing to do with video games or anime. Please, if you are a virgin of going to the strip clubs, make sure you have a veteran with you to show you the ways, because you will go broke and you will look like a fool.
Either that or you are Greg and you don't care.
Or you don't care. But please don't be enticed. The women are there to do their job. They do not care about you. They're just trying to talk you out of some good money, give a drink, throw a couple ones, and then leave. The reason why I brought this up, I seen a picture of my guy, John Morant. John, my boy, you look like a straight rookie. But I get it.
John, your boy?
I mess with John Morant, man. I like that young man. He's a hooper.
That boy's a clown.
Man, he's just, you know what I'm saying? He's a young man. He just got to switch the people around him. It was a misjudgment for like 30 seconds. He just needs to switch up. But
that guy was waving around a pea shooter on Instagram.
I mean, again, he was at the strip club, y'all, and the man just there's 50,000 ones on the ground, and there was just one dancer. For one.
I mean, he's like in the top 10 paid NBA players.
There's $200 million in that Playboy's pocket. I'm not gonna lie to you, but again, no, sir. There's strip club etiquette. I will teach you the ways. But
he had a goal. Take one home.
Right. Hey, look, this is my thing, okay? Cinnamon did her thing that night, and she has successfully paid for college, okay?
She has paid her rent for the year. So with that being said, everyone, I want to thank you for tuning in at Blerd Lines Podcast. I want to thank Twilight, T-Will, Liv, Jay, Zayana, and everyone in between, Demigod Shot. I want to thank you guys for pulling up and enjoying us, because if we are being honest, I'm going to look at the time frame. We killed it, y'all. So, with that being said, Greg, do the thing.
You deserve the heartiest gang. Gang. We're going back to sleep. Okay. I usually say I gotta pee at this point. No, I gotta sleep.
I gotta sleep.
I'm off like 2-3 hours of sleep right now. And I'm sure you guys are about to say.
All right. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Peace, love, and hair grease.
Get the fuck out of here.